Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos plays Suikoden III. Today, we need to go back to, I believe our bedroom to progress with the story. There's really not much you can do right now as Chris. Upgrade your weapons, you can check out the stores and wait for rarities if you wish. Otherwise, let's go back and talk to Lewis here and be like, yeah, we're good to go. I think I will stay in my room because I don't like people. Yeah, the first part of, chapter 1 of Chris is actually pretty limited in what you can actually do. It's pretty just on the path. I mean, like a lot of, it's always on a path, but it's one of those things where there's not much optional stuff to do. Now, before you actually do this, you do want to have a save here, because there actually, well, you don't need a save, but it's good to always have a save. There is kind of a exploit you can do in this time, so if you make a save beforehand, and we'll talk about the exploit when the time comes. It's about time. You know, how do we know when we can trust these lizard bastards? I can see them coming. I think that's them. I'm Chris Lightfellow, the acting captain of the Zexon Knights. I'm here on behalf of the Zexon Council to sign an armistice with the 6 Grassland clans. Let us leave the bloody past behind us and bring peace, at least for now. I am Dupa, the left fighter of the Unit 1. I don't know why. Why left fighter? Can you just have like a different name, like the Scale Unit or like the Big Unit? I don't know, man. The left fighter in the Unit 1 of the Lizard Clan's 3 bodies fighter. That's a mouthful, man! I have a message from Chief Zepon, the chief of the Lizard Clan, one of the grand clans of Grassland. Until the moon disappears, he is the leader of the 6 clans. You know, I don't think I realized that he was the big leader of the 6 clans. Huh. I will relate his message to the honorable fighters, the Zexon Knights. In accordance with our tradition, Zepon wishes that we, who are crowned with the crest of wisdom, do not waste time. He will be pleased to see that we have completed his wishes. I'm Lucia, chief of the Karayan clan of the 6 clans. It is unfortunate we have fought so many futile battles and carelessly shed blood. I would hope that the Silver Maiden who brought death and fear to the... Lucia, I would hope that the Silver Maiden who brought death and fear to the battlegrounds will now exercise her wisdom and courage maintaining that treaty. Why do you mock me? Forgive me, but your beauty and ferocity in battle made me a bit jealous, even though we fought against us. Or you fought against us. I'll take that as a compliment. Now, I must remind you that we are here only to fulfill our council's orders. It is up to the council to comply with the treaty. We always thought it was strange for a leader not to stake his life on the bargaining table. It doesn't happen in Grassland or in the Southern City Federation. The Zexon Knights pledge an oath to the Zexon Rune and to the Council. In Zexon, the role of the military and the government are separate. How can a leader without a military prowess govern and protect the nation? This may not be the best time to discuss our differences. We, the Chisha clan, would like to thank our spirits in heaven and earth for this temporary truce. We share your sentiment, although we thank our goddess instead. The wind is picking up. Poor Lewis. He misses the brass castle already. I do not. You must be talking about yourself, Lord Boris. I think Lewis may be onto something. Don't tell me you're siding with him now, Lord Solom. Grassland side should be wrapping up this celebration soon. Then we can pack up immediately and return to the warm brass castle. Lady Chris, something is not right. The soldiers are agitated. What do you mean? Grassland troops are on the move. We'd be wise to depart at once. You can't be so rude to leave before the ceremony is over. I'd worry less about prompt and more about circumstances with these barbarians. You may be right. This bothers me. Sir, there's a Lizard Clan unit at our rear, and they're attacking. There are more Lizard Clan troops on the right, and the Karayan Clan troops on the left are advancing. What? There's been a surprise attack, sir. It's claimed the lives of both, Mariam, defending the right flank, and Lord Lancet, who was trying to break through the enemy lines to free the allies. That cannot be. Sir, Mariam? Sure, the truce negotiation couldn't have been a trap. How could they have done this with such speed? What was our sentry doing? Those lizard clans, the lizards appeared from the rear and out of the blue. I didn't think they had a highway network in this region. I thought we'd mapped every one of their routes. Damn those barbarians! No time to waste. We'll be surrounded soon. Alright, and here's where the exploit comes in. So we're having our first war battle. It's much different from Suikoden 1 and 2. The strength of your characters actually plays a part in it, right? Which I really, really like. I don't really like this little grid thing they have going on. I kind of wish they took like the map aspect of 2's war battles and made it like the just normal battles when you do that sort of stuff. Because yeah, if you upgrade your character's armors and your weapons, you're gonna do really well in these war battles. If you don't, you're gonna get stomped. You kind of have to keep up with your characters that you're gonna use in these. Now, the only character we've actually had a chance of preparing in any way is Chris, so we are at a disadvantage here. However, you can win this. It is pretty hard to do, and some luck is required for it, unless you spend a lot of time getting like high-level gear for Chris at the beginning of the game, hoping the rarities give you like custom stuff or just the better armor that she can equip. And that way you won't die instantly. If you do win, you gain 2 levels for, I believe, everyone. And what you do after that is you die. And then you reset at the save point with those 2 levels. You don't reset. You know how in other Suikoden games when you die, it's like, do you want to try again? That's still a thing in this. So what you do is, you win this, gain 2 levels, take off all your armor, die, you get brought back to your last save, right? Then you repeat. It's a long, arduous process, but you can get up to level 99 relatively easily if you're prepared. And it just gets easier the more you do it. I'm not going to do that. I am not prepared to win this at all, just so we're clear. But, you know, if you want to do it, go for it. Anyways, barbarians! Boris, we don't know the whole story. Please don't take any blind shots. Alright, so what I do want to do, we have a couple of generic units as well. So we get the Zexan Knights here with the Zexan Knight Commander. I'm just going to stack everyone up here. There, dog. I'll get rolling with his unit and Salome. We can check out some of the units here. Again, the generic soldiers are just kind of like the enemies that we fight in battle. They're not really that great. We get Lewis's support here. I believe he has some healing. He actually has nothing. Good for you, Lewis. You know why you're here. And another generic unit. I could have just ended the battle there. So we need to wait a couple turns and then we'll have a chance to actually escape. So yeah, we got a bunch of Lizard Clan people attacking us for some reason, and now the Karayan are here. What will be, my chief? There's no telling what has happened, but the Lizard Clan have taken up arms. We can't just stand by and watch. Captain, contact has been lost with the rear. Our units risk being outflanked one by one. We could break through and enter Grassland to escape. No, that would consign their other knights to death. Captain is right. I'll rip through their pathetic line. Follow me! Boris, wait. Listen to Salome. I do have a plan, but first we must break out of this tightening noose. And so be it. Let's fight our way out. If this is a scheme of Salome, then it must be a good one. Let's go. We must not overreact, but we must also be clearly defend the honor of Zexen. Alright, so Boris, you wanna... Where are you? Oh, you're with me? Alright, so yeah, when you come to battle here, you do attack, defend, or retreat. You attack and the AI takes over. They will choose the best options, right? Well, somewhat best options. If they're a mage, they'll usually use their rune. If they're melee or a ranged fighter, they'll do that. Now, I believe it's 2 automated turns, then you get a chance to redo your command. Yeah. Then it goes back to doing 2. We're going to see the Phoenix rune on horseback, which is kind of like a Majinken. She sends out an energy wave. That's about it. And it does unbalance her, so it kind of sucks. Not on horseback, it's kind of like the Falcon rune, like I mentioned earlier, but it's not as good. And once you defeat a captain of a unit, the unit is defeated. I believe we need to get Chris's unit down there. So you know what? I'll just go ahead and end. You can do auto, but there's really no need for it. We're gonna have a few more battles, probably. As you can see, we're grossly outnumbered. Again, you can win this. It just takes a while. You know what? Sure. Why would I do that? To see Boris die? Yeah, that's true. I guess I could do it, yeah. But that was very stupid of me. Why did I choose Chris's unit? If she dies, it's game over. If Boris dies, it's a party. I don't think she'll die. She might die. So let's retreat. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, go after that guy. Oh, parry. Oh, evade, bitch. Ow. Great. Oh, good. Okay. There's a free move. And then we just move down here, and so that will conclude the battle. As you can see, though, they're pretty strong, so you have to be very prepared for this. And there's not really much you can do to get prepared. We're through. You can do some grinding in the Zexen Forest. That's about it. And getting those rarity armors that increases your defense. Not much, though. There isn't a moment to lose. I mean, we probably could have gone to the blacksmith when we first left, you know, the Zexen capital to upgrade other people's equipment, but even, well, not equipment, but even then, it still would have been a hard sell to win that without any more preparing. That was close. We made it. Curse those barbarians. I told you we shouldn't have trusted them. Miriam and Lancet. What will we ever do without them? And there is more still trapped back there. What next, Salome? We cannot retreat to the Brass Castle now. Time is running out. There's a Karayan village not far from here. We will raid it. Have you lost your mind? Now's the time to get back and help our men in trouble. Not seek out new foes. Once they learn that their village has been attacked, the Karayan clan will retreat. Then our men will be able to escape from the enclosure. It might work if we have enough time. We must try. There's no other choice. Agreed. Let's ride. Alright, let's ride then. Save here if you want. If you're trying to do the exploit, of course, don't save here. You need to actually die here and get sent back to your last save point if you want to do that exploit. I'm not doing that, though. We got some boars here. So why are you behind me? Also, why didn't you have a horse? Why you gotta be weird? You can't use a mace on a horseback? That's just wrong. Of course you can. That'd be finicky. Well, you know, we haven't actually checked out anybody else's skills, have we? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that then. So let's see, we got Salome here. He is a magic-esque character. He does have pretty decent physical attack, but yeah, he's more geared as a healer. Sorry about the weird cut there. My voice went out for a second. But yeah, he comes with shield magic and water magic. He's really good at both of those, so he's a very good healer. But he can do some physical damage. Boris, he's a physical fighter. He comes with Sword of Rage, completely useless. Just take that off of him. If you can. I don't even know if you can. I never really use him. Then there's Roland. He is just an archer. He has some magic, but not a lot. He's actually not that great. To be fair, a lot of archery type characters, they really don't excel too much as damage. Ayla, like, she's pretty good at healing, but you don't really take her for her archery, right? It's more of her healing that really comes in handy. You can do alright damage, but not really a lot. You need to really... Yeah, I don't know. It's just... There's definitely better characters to have. Lewis, he's a sport character, comes with healing, which heals you a little bit after a battle, and cooking, which... I have no idea what actually cooking does. But it's there. And then might heal you after battle too, I don't know. Now I'm going to go to Korea. Well, Korea Village. Set the village on fire, but don't harm the villagers. Our objective is to upset the Karayan troops. Yes, sir! Yeah, don't harm the villagers. I'm sure that will go very lovely. I think we can depend on Boris and his men completing the rear attack. Let's do our part, Lewis. Yes, ma'am, I love burning things! Alright, so now it's just Chris. I don't need the heal. I don't need to put myself in the back row either. Alright. Come on, little white horse dude. Like, hurry up. Ah, so much for not killing the villagers! Well, he couldn't have been a warrior, Chris. He wasn't dressed as a warrior, was he? That was just a generic villager NPC. The fire is spreading quickly. Is it because of the wind? I can't see any villagers. This armor. This coat of arms. Can it be my dear father's? If you remember in Hugo's Chapter 1, well, Jimbo was polishing this and had us bring an emblem to the Light Village residents. But how? I know this battle's gear anywhere. It is my father's. Does this mean that he was killed by Karayan? Here on this land? How could that be? If someone has dishonored him. This village will be better off with it gone. Be careful, my lady! And now we loop around to where Hugo's chapter 1 ended. Off in the corner somewhere over there, that's where Jado is beating the crap out of Boris. Who was it? A mere boy? No, Lulu, no! Why? Why did this happen? I want the Zexen to stop this. Why didn't they take my message? Why? I didn't. Why? I demand to know why. It's a little different here. Like I said earlier, sometimes when you do an option in one chapter and they meet up in another chapter, your choices will be displayed there. In a case of here, where we had the option of attacking Chris, they don't really do that in Chris's chapter. I did not know a child was attacking me. The truce was a lie. It was a lie to make this easier for you. No, that's not true. Let us make haste, Captain. Enemy reinforcements approach. I am sorry, child. As I suspected, the Karayan army is approaching. Let us go to the rear of the village and join Boris. Alright, well, we don't really need to change anything here. Oh, actually, you know what? Shit. I just remembered we actually do have a couple of battles. That's fine, though. It's not really that big of a deal. How fast can you get this off? That's too slow, dog. But you know what? Let's spice it up a little bit and do that. And Chris just goes right into the line of the ice. Well, she'll be fine. Okay. Well, some of that offset. It's like 0 damage, 83 damage, 2 damage! So that does a decent amount of damage. Let's go ahead and auto the rest. It should be pretty over quickly. Ow. I was gonna say, unless they do another 80 some odd damage to me. In a couple levels, it looks like. Rolling gain, too. Good for you. I guess he was kind of underleveled compared to the others. Got Mega Medicine, that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and use one of these medicine D's. D's what, Chronos? I am not saying D's nuts, alright? Got another one. It's the same. I think it's actually 1 less. No, it's still 4. Alright, same strategy as before. Ice Breath and then attack. Oh, Roland's actually higher level than Chris now. That does happen sometimes when you gain a lot of experience as a lower level character. You then surpass everyone else. And by sometimes, I mean all the time. What on earth? Who did this, Solom? Could it have been Boris and his men? Nay, they couldn't have done this. Assemble our men immediately. Sound the retreat. This infuriates me. Aye, my lady. Right away. How could this be? Yeah, there's a bunch of dead villagers and children, right? With the strict order of don't kill the villagers. Is everyone accounted for? Yes, we located all the injured men. 50 men on horseback escaped. We searched for the bodies after the grasslanders retreated. Miriam and Lancet were killed. As expected, I see. I blame myself. I should have seen through their charade, but more careful. And now we know them for the liars they are. They will not get away with this. Good morning, my lady. Everyone has finished breakfast already. And you? And you what? I just woke up. I just roll out of bed and shove my face full of breakfast? I don't think so. So you had no hand in this massacre, Boris? Definitely not. I swear by my sword, sir. Boris, I believe your word and apologize for even suspecting you. I hope you will forgive me. In all the confusion, it was difficult to make a clear picture of what was happening. Regardless, we cannot let wild rumors spread and cause unnecessary commotion. Oh. 1,000 pardons, my lady. We shouldn't be at each other's throats, wildly speculating. It's understandable. My lady, Boris, I know you can't lie. Can you? No, my lady, I swear. My lady, there's a summons from the Council regarding yesterday's cancellation of the treaty negotiation. Well, well, news travels fast. I'll take Boris and Lewis. Salome and Roland, you stay here and keep an eye on the movements of the Grasslanders. As you wish, my lady. What a relief. I do not particularly care for Vinay Del Zexi. Excuse me, I must prepare for the trip. I'll meet you at the gate. I've been too hard on Boris. Not hard enough. Alright, cool. So, let's go ahead and, I guess... all that's really left to do is go back to the gate. Yeah, the entrance over here. Yeah, we'll go... Oh, hey guys, how's it going? Madam, we heard about Miriam and Lancet. If only we'd returned to the Brass Castle sooner, we could have saved our men. What a shame. We lost valuable knights. If I hadn't gone after that rat. What rat? That's... It's a sorry story. Lord Leo still can't get over losing sight of that rodent. They're talking about Hugo. And Percy's trying to cover up for him, I guess. I don't know why. Well, I guess they did kind of fail the mission, right? The council was like, hey, take the kid hostage for negotiation purposes, and they didn't. Oh yeah, we don't have a slot yet, right? Nope. Alright, cool. We could go to a tutor and level up some skills. I'm gonna not do that just yet. My lady, are you all set? Yeah. We're good to go. Shall we go? Certainly. Let's get started. Boris? Don't mind me. I'll be fine. Okay, you can be fine away from me. There we go. Alright, so now we need to head back to the capital. And you know what that means, right? That's right, we gotta go through that forest again! Look, that forest is very backtrackable. Someone must have been really proud of that forest, huh? I do wish they kept, well, didn't keep, but I wish they... I think I already mentioned this. I kind of wish they did what, like, Final Fantasy Tactics does. Is, like, when you first get to an area, you gotta go through it, right? Do your little battle there. And after that, then you just kind of pass through it. I do think there's new enemies here, though. So, let's get into a battle and find out. They're not, like, new that we've never seen them before. They're just... yeah, they're just kind of upgraded ones. They shouldn't really pose any problems. Actually, you know what? I think there might be a cutscene too here, but that might be... actually, that might be later. Yeah, this shouldn't really do too much damage, yeah. So, again, there's really no threat right now. When you have a lot of armor, like heavy armor, a lot of encounters don't really do anything. Just random encounters. Boss encounters still hit like a truck, though. And one more. I think we'll probably gain a level or two from this. Oh wow, you lived. What a weird anatomy. I'm a beetle. I got missiles in my back. There's spikes, Chronos? No, they're missiles, alright. Oh yeah, we gain a ton of levels, actually. And a decent amount of skill points, too. So if you want to level up here, you can. Again, it's a Suikoden game. You never really need to grind for levels. Like, unless you're trying to accomplish something early. But even then, you don't need to do it. Alright, we get another level there. Oh. Bud. Oh, you'll pick these up, but you won't loot a dead body, Chris? Hypocrite. That doesn't make any sense, Chronos. It makes all the sense. I don't think there is the cut. Oh, no, there is. Okay. Master Fred. Really, let's take a break for a bit. Please, Master Fred? You just don't get it, do you, Rico? If we rest, even for a moment, evil will prevail. Don't ever forget that, kid. I won't, Master, really. Like, hi? Looking for something? Your armor. I suppose you are Saxon Knights. You're quite right, and who might you be? Allow me, madam. Fred Maximilian, captain of the Maximilian Knights, at your service. I came from afar to carry out my grandfather's wish to conquer evil. I would like to learn anything you know that could help me. I'm Chris Lightfellow of the Saxon Knights. Nice to meet you, sir. What do you mean, conquer evil? Do you know anything about this, Boris? No, I'm afraid not, my lady. There's a dark-skinned boy with a sword on his back, accompanied by a little lad and a duck man. Sounds like someone I just killed. I see. Sorry to be bothering you. If you remember when we met Fred with Hugo, he mentioned evil knights causing havoc. Dots? Damn, I couldn't find a lead here either. Rico, it seems we are off track. Let us head further north. Yes, sir. But can we rest for a few seconds? We'll be off then. Safe travels to you. Sir, wait! Just a minute! I'm coming, wait for me! I hope we find what you seek. Fucking weirdo. Alright, now we can head to the city. And we actually just need to go to, the big building that we were always at. Not always, but... Oh, with the dark hairs? Oh, Boris, you should go after the other one. Thank you. I mean, it won't do as much damage as like our runes, but it will cause some damage. And there is only 2 of us. Thus getting us a lot of levels. Probably should heal, you're right. But that's fine. Might be another cutscene when we enter it. Yeah. It's funny. When we left the other day, I had no idea we'd be back this soon. Lady Chris, you live here, yet you don't care for Vinay Del Zexi? Yes, Lewis. I can't pronounce its goddamn name. You feel more at home at the battleground? You can't be more comfortable at Brass Castle with all those ruffians around. Actually, neither is that bad. That's our goddess of the battleground. Let us be blessed with the continuous good fortune in combat. Oh, Boris. At any rate, this summons. Yes, this summons. I know that I am to blame. I shall not avoid punishment. Damn it. What if the council knew about it? Don't say anything, Boris. Alright, so now we just need to go to the main building in where those shops were, where we started Chris's chapter pretty much. Alright, let me in. I thought you were going to stop me for a second. Lady Chris, let me guide you. This way, madam. Please wait here. We will call you once everything is ready. Balderdash, again I wait. And they were the ones that summoned me. Yeah, they like to do that for some reason. Oh, so here's that glitch I was talking about at the start of the Let's Play. Yeah, the way I'm recording it, that happens when there's a black and white flashback. What do you mean could have been meant for you? Of course it was meant for you. You were standing in front of his house that was burning. You thought you were burning your house down. That kid that attacked me, yelling it was all my fault. Could his hatred be meant for me? Should I have questioned my dedication protecting the Zexan people? Yeah, unfortunately there's no real fix for that. I tried. I knew I'd face an animosity when I chose the life of a knight. I mean, the only really reason I'm using this way of recording this is because of the transferring saves from Suikoden 2. If I wasn't doing that, I'd just be playing this on my PlayStation 3 and we would not be having an issue like that, but unfortunately, there's no, unless I hacked my PlayStation 3, which I haven't done, there will really be no way of doing that anymore. The adapters they had for it, they don't make anymore, and people on eBay charge like hundreds of dollars for them. Though if I hacked it, I could have done like custom firmware and transferred it that way, but I didn't, because I don't want to break my PlayStation 3. I'm a Zexan knight, through and through. You see, she's having some sort of conflict in herself. Because she didn't want to kill a kid, right? And Lulu attacked her for sure, and she defended herself on instinct. And she was caught up in an emotional situation when she was looking at her father's armor, just sitting on display in this village that now she's putting 2 and 2 together that her father was probably killed there. But in the end of the day, she doesn't want to kill innocent people or children, or like unarmed people, but she ended up killing a child who was armed for sure, but with someone at her skill level, she's blaming herself for not just disarming him instead of instantly killing him pretty much. We are ready to proceed. This way, madam. Thank you. Is there anything wrong? Not to mention that she's kind of like, you know, pretty pissed off about the whole civilians and children being slaughtered en masse in the village when she told them not to do that. No, thank you. I was just absorbed in my thoughts. Absorbed in thoughts? You have thoughts? I thought we got rid of those thoughts in all the nights. Yes, I was thinking of what I could do for Zexon. Surely you jest. I know no more dedicated Zexon than you. Some bullshit. Just leaves. I appreciate that. You want me to move my army into the grasslands? Indeed we do. What was the point of their ceasefire with the Grasslanders? Why were the Zexonites last brought to the battle? It was the enemy who first breached the agreement, was it not? In any case, the negotiations were meant to be attacked as a tactical delay, that's all. They never wanted to sustain peace, they wanted to build up their power, pretty much. We needed a time for the Zexonites to regain their strength after losing both the captain and the vice-captain. Now we have you as the head of the Knights, Lady Chris. I heard that you burned down a Karayan village, one of the 6 clans of the Grassland. That was quite an accomplishment, and should be highly commended. It was my only recourse. It had to be done to protect our knights. All the better to enhance the reputation of the Silver Maiden, who saved her army from danger, and exterminated the barbarian village. This will be heard of even as far as the Holy Harmonia and Dunan. I do not seek glory for such a deed. The attack of the Karayan village was only intended to rescue our men. It was not an act of bravery. Do not be so modest. We value your accomplishments very highly. You stand against the barbarians. Your stand against the barbarians give credence to your title as White Hero. Yeah, again, I really don't like it when you get put in that fucking. I know it's her hair. Well, for the most part, her Silver Maiden's also based off her hair. But still, can't you see how this current state of confusion within the Karayan forces offers you a great opportunity? Our job is to protect the Zexons and their land. If the Council wishes to invade another land, do so with your own combat teams. By weakening the Grassland forces, you ensure the strength of the Zexons, do you not? I might also add that this is the Council's decision. It is your duty to serve our will. Can we expect you to return immediately to Brass Castle and begin your operations, Captain? Yes, sir. Let us give thanks to our goddess for allowing us this occasion to gather here today. Let me give thanks to our goddess for allowing us this occasion to gather here today. And with that, that is the end of Chapter 1 for Chris. It's a relatively short Chapter 1, but... Okay, so it's not exactly over just yet. But still, that is it for Chapter 1 for Chris. This is the end of it. My lady, how did the summons go? They are formally promoted to captain for burning down the Karayan village. And to celebrate the promotion, we are ordered to attack the Lizard Clan. Oh. Are we leaving for Brass Castle immediately? It's too late to travel today. We'll sleep here and embark at first light. Yes, my lady. Let me walk you home. Okay, so it's not exactly ending right here, but spoilers! This is the end of Chapter 1 for Chris. It's a very short chapter, honestly, compared to the other ones. Because, you know, if we look at Jadot and Hugo's, we get... Well, Jadot's is actually pretty big compared to even Hugo's, because you get two optional... Well, you get an optional dungeon there. And then you have another dungeon to go through to get back to the headquarters. Good night, Lady Chris. Shall I call you in the morning? Not necessary, but thanks, Boris. Take care of yourself. Don't drink too much tonight and oversleep. You can depend on it. I shall behave myself. Welcome home, Lady Chris. Hot water is prepared for your bath. I would have contacted you sooner, but I was called back at short notice. Not to worry, my lady. We have always here to serve you whenever you need. I'm terribly tired. If it's not too much of a bother, might you spare a few minutes, madam? Sure, what do you need? Lady Chris. This coat of arms is... My lady, this belongs to the Lightfellow family, and... It is! It belonged to my dear father! As you say, my lady. Where did you find it? A grassland boy brought it here in your absence. Don't worry, he was paid fairly for his efforts. No, he wasn't. He didn't accept the reward, you liar! A boy from grasslands. Now it's the end of Chris's chapter 1. Alright, now you're probably asking yourself, Chronos, didn't the Lizard Clan gather for war because Chris, like, attacked them and then the chief died? Yeah, they did. It's kind of weird we didn't see that, right? Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all next episode. Bye!